Hello everyone, this is John from the Broadcast and welcome to episode 2 of How to Space Engineers. Sorry about that. So today I'm going to be running through the basics of the conveyor system. Just before I start though, I'd like to apologise for not uploading the last couple of weeks. I had problems with my internet. Anyway, the conveyor system in Space Engineers is pretty simple. In basic terms, it's a pipe that transfers supplies from one piece of equipment to another. For example, here's this med bay, and it's connected via this conveyor tubing to the rest of the base so that when I activate it, it refills my hydrogen and oxygen in my suit. So that's the basics of what the conveyor system does. To start off with, you get the system that you want to convey. So for this video I'm going to do refinery. For the purposes of this video, I have creative mode tools turned on. I am playing on my online server. So yeah, just for the purposes of this video I've got creative tools on. Anyway, so here's our refinery block. I'll just plonk it there. Oh god, I forgot about that. That shouldn't happen. No, it should be owned by me. Yeah, it didn't happen that time. That's really weird. Anyway, so here is the refinery. Now you notice that like refineries, assemblers, hydrogen tanks, anything that can hold an inventory will have these yellow doors on it. These yellow doors are what you need to connect a conveyor. So these are the conveyor blocks here. You see you've got blocks for large and small conveyor systems. We're going to use the large ones because obviously this is a large grid. Also you can use your mouse wheel to scroll between different blocks. Alright, so let's grab an assembler. Here we go. So, oops, I just got rid of the conveyor tubes. Alright, so say... Oh, there goes the assembler. What? Oh my god. Alright, there. So say I wanted to connect that refinery to this assembler, so that I can pour ores into this, it will refine and get sucked into the assembler so I can start making stuff straight away. Well, to do that is actually very simple. All I need to do is hook it up to the conveyor system. Oops, wrong button. So to do that, I press number 7 or whichever hotbar you've got yours in, and I just simply make pipes like that, and that is now hooked up to the conveyor system. You'll notice though that the lights on it are red. That's because this doesn't have any power, so even though you've got everything piped up, you won't be able to transfer resources until you have power. So if I go ahead and make a battery, I'll just set that there, you can see the lights are green now because it's got power. That means it's ready to transfer resources. However, the pipes are just the basic things. That's just how items get to and from. This assembler currently will not be able to automatically pull stuff through this refinery because there is no conveyor. So the conveyors kind of act like conveyors or pumps. They pick up the items and throw it through the pipe to the other end. So to actually make this system automatically pull resources through, we need a conveyor on the refinery and a conveyor on the assembler. Now technically you could just have a conveyor there and then a pipe here, and then the assembler would be able to pull stuff through, but the refinery would not be able to pull anything back. You would have to do it manually. So if you want the most efficient system, you have conveyors on both sides. And then you hook it up the pipes, and there you go. This system is now conveyed. So I could start putting some ores in here, it would refine, get taken to the assembler, and then start being assembled. So yeah, that's the basics of the conveyor system. It really is that easy. The only time it gets a little more complicated is when you're using the small ones, because the small ships can use either the large or small conveyor systems. and they can get a little bit confusing. So for example, this is a large conveyor parts now, but it's for a small ship, and you can see that like this one has both little doors and big doors connected to it. So the small ship one's a little bit complicated, but they still work the same way. The other thing is to say with any object that has this yellow door, the same way that you connect the yellow doors, like you notice here, it's connected yellow door to yellow door. With the conveyor there, you can do the same thing with the blocks. So as long as you have them connected up yellow door to yellow door, these two assemblers are now conveyed as well, and it doesn't need to have anything else in the middle. So you can do that, but sometimes you might have a great distance and you will need the tubes. Anyway, so that is pretty much all we need to know for conveyor systems. It is really that simple. It's literally just hooking two things together and off you go. So you just need to remember that you can't actually use them until you've got power. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, hope it helps, and I will see you all for episode 3, which will be building our first ship, so that should be fun. Anyway guys, I'll see you next time.